And good evening, basketball fans. Welcome to the Japanese B-League. Indeed, it's UTSUNOMIYA BREX taking on the RYUKYU Golden Kings. Well, it's going to be an exciting matchup, of course, here in the B-League. But like I said, the BREX, this is a rematch of last season's finals. And you have to remember, they have met in two B-League finals, once back in 2022. And of course, last season they met again at the Yokohama Arena. Finally, can the Kings get one on the BREX? Well, the defending champions, UTSUNOMIYA BREX, live here at the Nikon Arena in Tochigi Prefecture. Golden Kings, of course, a team that have made it to 4 consecutive B-League finals. Just after losing in 2022, they were able to reclaim the championship in 2023 when they took down the Chiba Jets. But you can see there are those standings. The question will be indeed is who will win tonight. Will it be the Kings or will it be UTSUNOMIYA BREX? These playoff matchups, of course, they are a best-of-3 series. I say, something, of course, about the Golden Kings finishing that 4th place, having to meet UTSUNOMIYA BREX. They became the last seeded team within the Western Conference. And like I said, they had to fight for the wild card. They've had a very tough year, the RYUKYU Golden Kings. Not only trying to bounce back and make it to another finals, but also balancing between playing in both the East Asia Super League and the Japanese B-League. Well, this series, like I said, it's a best-of-3. First team to win 2 games will indeed go home and go on to the next round. For the BREX, the good thing for them is that they will have the home court advantage throughout the entirety of the playoffs. Like you say, you look at the offense of the UTSUNOMIYA BREX, 4th best in the B-League, averaging 85.8 points per game, and there is DJ Newbill. While the RYUKYU Golden Kings, 3rd best defensive team in the Japanese B-League, and averaging 82 points per game. I mean, it's a great matchup. I think the Kings, had they not got off to such a rough start at the beginning of the year, probably could have been a lot higher up the B-League rankings. But that's the good thing about playoff basketball. Go back to the 2024 B-League playoffs, the Kings had to take on Albach Tokyo in the first round, in which they took Albach to a 3-game excited series, and then they were at home against the Chiba Jets. While the Jets did win game 1. Golden Kings bounced back in both games 2 and 3, so the Kings know all about battling through the adversity. Well, some of the returning players, you see the likes of Jack Cooley and Maruchi Kishimoto. But it's a team that's been together for a very long time. There was a man who lost to the RYUKYU Golden Kings, Vic Law, in 2023 B-League Finals, and decided to join the Kings, but after 2 consecutive B-League Finals, losing against both the Hiroshima Dragonflies and UTSUNOMIYA BREX. I think this has got to be the season for Vic Law and his teammates. He was loved at making that transfer when he was playing in Funabashi for Chiba, and now featuring for the mighty team from Okinawa, Japan. We just see behind the Kings bench, many fans have made the journey from Okinawa, just the beautiful island where they've now traveled to Tochigi, the prefecture famous for its gyoza, and the 3-time B-League champions, UTSUNOMIYA BREX. And there are the matchups between these 2 teams. And in the East Asia Super League as well as the B-League. Now they meet yet again. I probably think at this point, they're probably sick and tired of seeing each other. They know too much. Now it's no longer about X's and O's. It's about going out there and executing the game plan. Well, the BREX, like we said with them, defending B-League champions, current defending BCL Asia champions in the FIBA competition, as well as the current East Asia Super League champions. It's a wild card. Thunder's another team that came so close to trying to make it to the B-League playoffs this season. They just weren't able to get back to where they got last season. You know, I think as well with the Japanese B-League, how competitive it got in the Eastern Conference with the rise of Lavenga Hokkaido, but unfortunately for them, the season didn't quite pan out the way they expected it to.
Well,
now we'll introduce the starting 5 tonight here for RYUKYU Golden Kings, and I think with the Golden Kings, we're going to see a lot of size inside with the likes of Jack Cooley and Alex Kirk, but Vic Law, no doubt, will be in the starting lineup. There is Maruchi Kishimoto. And Reinfeld probably did make it into the Japanese national team. And Matsuaki, the man, if you remember in the playoffs last season, cooked that incredible buzzer beater to send the game to overtime when they played against the San Antonio Phoenix. There is Dayo Katani. Not sure how much longer he'll be taking his team over, because now he is the head coach of the Japanese national team, Akatsuki Japan. But basketball fans, let's enjoy the local entertainment as we introduce the defending champions, the UTSUNOMIYA BREX.
それでは宇都宮ブレックス本日のメンバーの発表です。まずはベンチメンバーから Number O ユータ田臥 Number 7 アツヤ小川 Number 9 ユースケ遠藤 Number 10, Kosuke Takeuchi. Number 11, RYUKYU Aoki. Number 13, Hironori Watanabe. Number 15,
These will be the backup players tonight. You saw DJ Newville. Yeah, no doubt, Ishikawa, rising star, if you may remember. Number 18. Actually performed very well when he came off the bench at the FIBA Intercontinental Cup last season. Seiji Ikaruga, another veteran of this team, but now it's time to take a look at the starting five for the UTSUNOMIYA BREX.
And now, the starting lineup for you, UTSUNOMIYA BREX.
Always a magnificent atmosphere here in Tochigi.
Number 34,
This is atmosphere in Narita, roughly 4,000 to 5,000 fans. But we take a look at the starting lineup now. Makoto Hiyojima will start as the shooting guard tonight. Now, looks like Shinji Takashima will also be in the lineup.
Number 25,
DJ Newville
will
probably be the primary ball handler tonight, along with the likes of Rob
Number
Jarrett.
12, Shinji
Also
Takashima.
be in the lineup, so I think Fotu
And number 6,
in the lineup here for this
Makoto Hiroshima.
It's still a very strong team. Shinji
Head
Takashima
coach,
has been a great
Cornell.
defensive 3 and D players, I like to call them. His head coach Zico Cornell looks to propel and lead this team in this doubleheader this weekend against the RYUKYU Golden Kings. It's a rivalry based off of respect and admiration. You see our 3 referees for tonight's game. We're very proud to say we have 3 of the very finest here in Japan. They'll continue to do a magnificent job here tonight. I think as well, Golden Kings just trying to fight, hold on to that spot here, 4th place in the Western Conference. I mean, 2 wins for them this weekend would be big. It's not much for them to worry about. They do have San and Neo Phoenix behind them, but they're 7 games behind, so it shouldn't be much of a worry for the RYUKYU Golden Kings, but it should be a matter of trying to move up the rankings as high as possible. Starting fives of both these 2 teams. Both teams very talented. I think one thing we should anticipate, of course, a lot of offensive rebounding in the case of UTSUNOMIYA BREX, and a lot of volume 3-point shooting team. In the case of RYUKYU Golden Kings. I would imagine we're going to see volume 3-point shooting in the RYUKYU Golden Kings, and maybe even the BREX for that matter. Well, Alex Kirk, the former Alvak Tokyo player, now in his third full season with the RYUKYU Golden Kings. There will be Golden Kings with the first possession. Jack Cooley just heavily defended by Gavin Edwards. Gavin Edwards played in that B.LEAGUE Finals against RYUKYU Golden Kings when he was teammates of Victor, losing in 2023. Look for a dump down. That's going to be a foul on Makoto Hiyajima. Well, Hiyajima got caught on the switch, and it's a foul, no doubt about it. Now trying to find somebody. Kishimoto gets that handoff. This is what he does. He goes from deep, the three is up, and it's good. Well, who remembers the three-pointer he hit to win the game against Alvak Tokyo 2 seasons ago in the first game of the playoffs? That's what Kishimoto will do best. Makoto Hiyajima, the 2018 B.LEAGUE Finals MVP, is now responsible to pick and pop action. Gavin Edwards. I said it, volume three-point shooter between these two teams. As Kishimoto just gets right to the rack, but he misses the layup. Kishimoto's got to make that one. That's why you got to use the backboard. Trying to find Kishimoto. Back to Jack Cooley. Going for a simple teardrop in the big man, showing the delicate touch inside the paint. Many teams have found that the key to trying to disrupt the offense of BREX, if you're not going to stop the three-point shooting, is to try and make DJ Newbill give it up. But in that case, 2 three-pointers coming from Gavin Edwards. Gavin Edwards has featured for the Japanese national team. Go back to the 2021 Tokyo Olympics. Able to pick the pop again. That time unsuccessful. Takashima comes up with a rebound. Newbill just fights around the screen. He's got to come out and switch, knowing the three-point threat possessed by DJ Newbill. Now Hiyajima for three. Goes out of bounds. Let's give a main possession to the BREX. It actually looked like Gavin Edwards knocked that one out of bounds. Another one goes flying, unsuccessful. Golden Kings just kind of back down in the paint. Cool. Excuse me, it's Alex Kirk. That's what they've got to utilize. They have the size, the physicality. And the 2 experienced beasts of both Jack Cooley and Alex Kirk take full advantage. Another one goes flying here. This time it's DJ Newbill inside the lane. DJ Newbill. One of the more predominant scorers here in the B.LEAGUE. Left wide open. It's not going to be his shot to take. It's now Vic Law. Coming up short on the floater. Newbill coming up with a rebound. Newbill got his last field goal. Kicks out to Hiyajima. Hiyajima bumping against Vic Law. Now Grant Jerry hitting the third three-pointer for UTSUNOMIYA BREX. 3 triples already for the defending B.LEAGUE champions. Now Kishimoto trying to work his way around the defense. Very well defended currently by the BREX. 2-possession lead. Once again they go to Alex Kirk. Kirk backs down, and the foul has been drawn against Gavin Edwards.
つのパスを進行の2つ目です。ブレックス選手の交代です。7番小川、9番遠藤、10番高内が入ります。
Well, Kosuke Takeuchi comes into the lineup here for the BREX. Gavin Edwards, after making 2 3-point field goals, will go to the bench. Alex Kirk now at the free throw line. 10th in blocks this season in the B.LEAGUE. So big shout out to my colleague Kazuya Nishikawa for providing all the good stats. Throws made by Kirk, cutting it down to a 2-point deficit. Now Newville finds Grant Jarrett. He'll fire another 3. No offensive rebound coming that time for the BREX. The double team's got to come. There's the ball reversal. Matsuwaki wide open. That's a good shot for the BREX. It's a good offense. Paint entry was made, double team is committed. They find Grant Jarrett. Puts the tough painting right in the face of Jack Cooley. He's been known to spot up for a lot of 3-pointers early on in their offense, but that time just taking it 2. Cooley in the paint. Downtown. 2 good looks there from Matsuwaki. Still get to get in the game. Next time, kickball violations are going to be called against the BREX. That was a 3-point attempt by Matsuwaki. Yoshiki Matsuwaki usually is quite reliable from the 3-point line. There's a double change coming in for RYUKYU Golden Kings. So Sato Hada is checked into the lineup along with Masahiro Waki. Sadahara joining the Golden Kings after playing with Fighting Eagles Nagoya. Ice cream cool. Old teardrop, that's beautifully tucked away. Still only 2 points separating both the BREX and the Golden Kings. Now we're on the 10 of the shot clock. Ogawa's coming to the lineup. Tough fadeaway there. Nobody going in for an offensive rebound. Golden Kings defense pushing BREX away from the key. Evil paint entry. Truly unable to get the offensive rebound. And that goes out of bounds. Sato Hara was there, he was ready. Just couldn't get the rock to him, but I'd say that's a good block out if you watch here from Kosuke Takeuchi. Takeuchi just does enough to keep Jack Cooley away from the offensive board. Ogawa. Blistering speed, son of a former great basketball player in Japan, is now DJ Newville for 3. That one goes in and out. Great take by Sato Hara, and that's going to be pushing the back against. BREX's Yusuke Endo is just coming into the game. Well, Endo just goes, and this is a good call because Cooley's about to get the rebound. It's a slight nudge there from Yusuke Endo. It's now Vic Law looking for those first points. Nice dive, finding Cooley inside the paint. Well, Vic Law becoming the point forward currently here for the RYUKYU Golden Kings. There's a pump fake down the middle. Gavin Edwards missing a wide open dunk. He's got to be able to finish that one. As Golden Kings can't take the lead, but Sadohara gonna turn this one over. Just under 3.5 to go here in the first quarter. The end of the postseason of the Japanese B.LEAGUE. So Gallo penetrates, kicks out. Now Newville tries another three, swings up, and no problem this time for DJ. 3-point shot that it's attempted from a penetration and a kick out becomes slightly better for the BREX. Now we're under 3 minutes. Back to a play, good passing for the Golden Kings. Sadohara unable to get down one. So he now will go to the charity stripe. This is good build-up by RYUKYU Golden Kings. And you can see, as I mentioned, that both teams get a penetration from the backcourt inside the lane. It just opens up the offense much better. Kosuke Takeuchi will sub out of the game for the BREX. So BREX going slightly bigger with the addition of Seiji Ikarugen. Sadohara, so far this season, it's been 54 out of 77 from the free throw line. Sadohara is a 70% free throw shooter, only averaging 6 points per game, but that's a great addition from this team that he joined from the Fighting Eagles Nagoya. BREX now. Just trying to deal with the full court pressure, beating the 8-second violation. BREX trying to extend the lead as much as possible. Well, he's made 2 threes so far. Making 3-pointers. Wow, 3 triples coming from Gavin Edwards. That's now the 5th 3-pointer of the first quarter for UTSUNOMIYA BREX. One coming from DJ Newbill, the other one from Grant Jarrett. Still only gives him a 4-point lead. Good take by Masahiro Waki. But they force another turnover. Sadohara finds Waki. Moore makes the extra pass. Sadohara went for it. Another wide open look for the Golden Kings. Karugi kicks out here, finds Shinji Takashima. The BREX trying to find anything at the moment now. As a foul is going to be called on the ground. Well, the Golden Kings, we mentioned, haven't been able to really match up defensively inside the paint, but Shota Onodera, who's a key component of that championship campaign back in 2023, is coming to the lineup. This has made 3 threes. You don't want to let him take another one. Jarrett's also made 1. He goes out of bounds. BREX will get it back. .131 to go here in the first quarter. And that's going to be a foul. That's a careless foul to give away. It's only the second team foul against Golden Kings in the first quarter. Just need to show some defensive discipline here. They're trying to find Hyejima. Just made 3-quarters, and this guy simply is cooking right now in the first quarter. 12 points, and a ball come from the perimeter for Grant Jarrett. Good denial defense by the BREX. I think BREX infuriated. They felt an unsportsmanlike foul should have been given, but nothing was called. Unless the referees decide to come together. Yep, they're going to go for an official review, I believe. For a head coach's challenge.
ただいまのアウトオブバウンズの判定につきまして、ブレックスベンチよりヘッドコーチチャレンジの申請がございました。ビデオ判定にて判定を行ってまいります。判定出ますまで今しばらくお待ちください。
Well, here was the turnover. Good defense by Seiji Ikaruga. Watch here. So it's not a question of a foul, it's a question of who got the last touch, but just wonder why the BREX would be so eager to go for a head coach's challenge here. Early in the game, they have the lead. Surely that was probably something they want to hold on to. Well, fans watching live on B.LEAGUE International, let us know what you think. Do you think that this should be going back to the BREX, or should it actually stay with the RYUKYU Golden Kings?
RYUKYUボールと判定されました。
Well, decision has been made indeed. It's going to stay with the Golden
ゲームクロッ
Kings.
ク1分4秒。
So sideline possession coming to
11秒
RYUKYU.
からのリスタートとなります。
104 down by 7. A foul is going to be called away from the ball, so this is good for the Golden Kings because the Golden Kings are in the penalty. If that's on Makoto Hyejima, that's going to be foul number 2. As Yusuke Endo checking back in the game now for Makoto Hyejima. So 2 free throws coming up here for Shota Onodera. Golden Kings have got to make it count every time they get to the charity stripe. I think right now what's kept the BREX in the lead. They're 6 out of 10 from the three-point line. It's very impressive, 60%, but it's points in the paint where the RYUKYU Golden Kings are dominating. Second chance opportunity points also needs to be a factor tonight. Grant Jarrett in the paint now make that 6 points in the paint for the BREX. Well, that was quite easy if you think about it. Jarrett now moving up to 7. Satohara setting that ghost screen. Trying to get out onto the three-point line. Takashima trying to keep him at bay. And that's going to be the reach. And another trip to the free throw line for the Golden Kings. As Vic Law getting ready to sub back in for the Golden Kings. Still a very quiet start here for Vic Law. As Vic Law In 8 minutes he's played, he's only taken one field goal attempt. He also has one rebound and one assist, but they really need him to be a scoring factor in this game. Satohara makes the first free throw. So 3 of Satohara's points have come from the free throw line. Still Jack Cooley, leading scorer tonight here for the Golden Kings with 6 points. Perfection from Ryo Satohara. Still a 2-possession ball game. But BREX can have one final play. No doubt they want to extend their lead heading into the second quarter. Ikaruga patiently dribbling the ball down. Now they go to Gavin Edwards. He's made 4 threes. Not going to get it. Cooley with a rebound. Now they go for the long court shot. It's up. No good. And basketball fans, that is the end of the first quarter. Second last game of the season for both these two teams. We're live in the Tochigi Prefecture here in Japan. We're going to show you some stats and some highlights, but we'll be back for the second quarter in just under 2 minutes.
本日挑戦していただくのはこちらの方です。よろしくお願いします。はい、お願いします。本日は17番星川選手にけん玉にチャレンジしていただいております。3回中1回でも成功するかどうかを予想していただきます。では成功するでしょうか、失敗するでしょうか、まずお答えいただきましょう。どうぞ。
成功すると思います。
はい、成功すると思います。では正解の VTR ご覧ください。
シュートと一緒やから膝使わないと。2回目どうぞ。
おめでとうございます。見事正解でしたので17番星川選手サイン入りタオルをプレゼントいたします。以上ブレックス選手クイズのコーナーでした。
Welcome back, everybody. Second quarter about to get underway here in the Japanese B.LEAGUE between the defending champions UTSUNOMIYA BREX, the team they took down in the finals last season, the RYUKYU Golden Kings. Both teams played in the East Asia Super League this year. BREX #1 team in the East. On the case of RYUKYU Golden Kings, currently ranked 4th in the Western Conference. I'm sure both will be headed to the playoffs, and they could actually meet in the first round if second round. Double team coming against Grant Jarrett. Nice pop down low, finds Atsuyo Ogawa with a simple layup. That's Ogawa's first field goal, and a good assist coming from Makoto Hiyajima. Nick Wolf has to get his first field goal, not going to get that one. Ball comes up with it. Finds Satohara, he'll fire 3. He battles to the offensive rebound. Well, that's 10 points in the paint now for the Kings. 8 in total for Jack Cooley. And again, it's second chance points, moving up to 8 of those in total. Well, timeout's going to be called by Zico Coronel. We'll be back in just under 1 minute.
では出題されるカードと同じ柄のカードが何番かをお答えいただきます。それでは参りましょう。マニープレゼンツメモリーチャレンジスタート。皆さんもカードの位置をしっかりと覚えてください。 さあこちらのカードと同じカードは何番でしょうかお答えください。2番です。よくお考えになりました。では正解見てみましょう。
Boy, that was a nice penetration by Hiyajima, finding Atsuya Ogawa. It's a good thing about Hiyajima, when his shot isn't going, he can actually become quite an effective player as a facilitator. Still quite a long way to go here in this game. Only 47 seconds have been played here so far in the second quarter. Another changes. Hayate Arakawa back into the lineup now here for Golden Kings. Quite an explosive player who brings a lot of energy to the lineup. Golden Kings right now need to defend with a purpose. It's been 4 3-pointers for Gavin Edwards. Make it 5. Incredible. I don't think I've ever seen this man shoot so well from the three-point line. We haven't even cut halfway through the second quarter. Golden Kings have got to stop giving him those open threes. Big Law still can't get the first field goal, but now Jack Cooley going up to 10 points. Another offensive rebound. Keeping at a 6-point deficit. Now Ogawa tries his luck. Jack Cooley coming up with another board. Definitely count on him getting a double-double today at some point, Jack Cooley. Now got 5 rebounds, 10 points. Now he's picking pops. Now he's got 12 points. Well, he's just so unbelievable. Played for the United States of America at the previous FIBA America. Because they were unsuccessful in that tournament, not getting any medals. Well, Jared tried to force his way in, unable to get the shooter's bounce. But BREX coming up with another rebound. 5 threes to this man. Finds Hiyajima. Jared's made 1 3. Well, the BREX trying to fight for it. The Kings are able to come up with possession. 2-possession deficit. He's attempted 2 so far, and it's another missed 3-point attempt for Yoshiyuki Matsuaki. Nice little in and out play, but Golden Kings switching against Atsuya Ogawa. Jared facing up, defended by Waki's. Another 3 goes flying, this time Shinji Takashima. The BREX living and dying from the 3-point line this evening. That's 8 out of 14 for downtown for the UTSUNOMIYA BREX. Well, we're going to come back from this timeout as Dayo Katani wants to talk it over with his players. coming back from the timeout, I think one thing Ryukyu is going to ask his team is, number one, don't give up those offensive rebounds. And number two, contest every three-point attempt. Because the BREX are just on fire. 8 out of 14 from downtown. Shinji Takashima just committing that foul. Hopefully he's okay. But DJ Newbill is going to check back in the lineup here for the BREX. Alex Kirk also back in the game here for the Golden Kings, as well as Kosuke Takeuchi. So both teams making a few rotations just now. And also the reintroduction of Seiji Ikaruga. Ikaruga can be a three-point threat. It's Alex Kirk just searching and identifying a way to get the ball to Cooley. Trying to find Kishimoto, who now goes back to him. Well, I don't know if that's a pass, an assist, or if that's an air ball, but that's going to be Alex Kirk going to the free throw line. And when they have those two out there, the Twin Towers, it's always a tough matchup for any team here in the B-League. Was this a pass or a shot? I think that's a shot. It's a hell of a rebound by Alex Kirk. Trying to cut it back down to a 4-point deficit. BREX again trying to extend the lead. Ikaruga, nice move, and avoids the block from Jack Cooley. Seiji Ikaruga just showing the veterans play. It's the first time we haven't seen a three-point attempt from the BREX in quite a few offenses. Kirk again trying to back down. The turnaround jump hook, but it rolls its way in and out. Surprised to see Vic Law still not a factor here offensively for the Golden Kings. It's one of the best players in the B-League. Nice pick and roll action. Jarrett just able to get that one to bounce. And now extends it to an 8-point lead to the BREX. 9 points this evening for Grant Jarrett. Tanakawa just working here with Kirk. That's gonna be another Golden Kings turnover. The pass was made backwards. AK was going forwards. But unfortunately for the BREX, well, no, fortunately for the BREX, they will reap the benefits and get this one back. Shoto Nadera subbing back into the game for Ryukyu team. UTSUNOMIYA BREX fans just making their voices louder and louder every possession. Little pick and pop. Grant Jarrett goes for number 3. On target, but hitting the back iron. And now here come the Golden Kings. Onodera just trying to separate himself in. That's a much better pass to Alex Kirk. A lot of contact, but no and one given as AK finishes inside the paint. Better work from Shoto Onodera. Just a little bit out of control, and the foul's been drawn. So now Endo will go to the free throw line. Well, Kishimoto is going to be called for the foul. As he subs back into the lineup. Yusuke Endo. Well, my apologies. It's actually Hidori Watanabe, because another veteran player on this team was a part of the team that Won the BCL Asia last summer in Dubai. Second free throw good. Still an 8-point lead currently here to the BREX. But can they find ways to get Kishimoto some good looks? But can they get some scoring from Vic Lohr at some points? A foul is going to be called on the ground against DJ Nubile, I believe. Well, another timeout is going to be called. Both teams will talk it over. Still, the BREX have a slight, slender advantage against Golden Kings. So live here in the Tojiki Prefecture. We'll be back momentarily.
では今からですね、ブレックスの選手が描いたブレッキーの似顔絵がビジョンに映し出されます。どの選手が描いたものかを当ててください。本日場内で行われておりますマニープレゼンツ第2抽選にご参加いただいた方はきっとお分かりになる問題となっております。それでは参りましょう。マニープレゼンツ誰が描いたでしょう。どうぞご覧ください。なかなかうまいんじゃないですか。このブレッキーのイラストは誰が描いたものでしょうか。さあお答えいただきましょう。はい、小川選手です。ご存知でしたかね。では正解見てみましょう。おめでとうございます。見事正解となりましたので、マニーよりブレックスプライドリーロゴ T シャツをプレゼントさせていただきます。おめでとうございます。以上、マニープレゼンツ誰が描いたでしょうの時間でした。
Kings just trying to get it inbound. Just trying to build something from this offense. As now there's a kick out here. This Cook not necessarily is going to be a big threat for them on the three-point line. This is better for Vic Lohr, but he misses again. Coming up with his own rebound. He's again trying to find some continuity in their offense, but it was a good move by Vic Lohr. He was able to split the defense, but he's got to become more of a threat. He's naturally one of their go-to scorers this season, Vic Lohr, as he's been every season with the RYUKYU Golden Kings. That foul's going to be called against Seiji Karuga. Golden Kings again. They'll go back to Vic Lohr. Nubile trying to keep him at bay. We're just trying to bounce in. A lot of contact. And maybe could be going to the free throw line as he gets his first field goal. And that's a much better play by Vic Lohr. Once again, we'll patiently pass around. Well, the Kings have only committed one team foul. Watanabe wide open. And here's where they want to push quickly. Try to get something on the counterattack. Now they go down low to Alex Kirk. AK bumps, goes in. That's good defense from Kazuki Takeuchi. And we're just under 4 minutes to go here, but it's another BREX turnover. That time looking very uncanny. Or uncharacteristic, I should say. Well, tries a Euro step. Kirk comes up with it. Well, that time it was actually Jack Cooley coming up. Cooley now moving to 14 points. The game's leading scorer so far. Cooley also 4 rebounds away from a potential double-double already. There's another three-pointer goes from DJ Nubile. BREX struggling. 3 consecutive offenses. Gavin Edwards just fouling his former Chiba Jets teammate. Of course, they won the Emperor's Cup together back in 2023. Second foul against Gavin Edwards. I Atsuya Ogawa will come back in the lineup now here for the BREX. And he is going to be an elite point guard one day. His father also was a great professional, having played for some of the big teams back in the day like Niigata Albirex. Vic Lord just short on the first free throw. This has been averaging nearly 17 points and 7 rebounds and almost 4 assists per game. It just goes to show the pedigree of a player he is to this Golden Kings team. Well, Vic Lord that time able to hit the second free throw. Still a 3-point deficit. UTSUNOMIYA BREX, #1 team in the Eastern Conference. Not the best record though this year in the B.LEAGUE, because that's going to Nagasaki Velka. Now Jarrett's got a mismatch. Finds Watanabe. Now Newbill finds a bit of separation. Make that the 9th three-pointer for UTSUNOMIYA BREX here in the first half. And DJ Newbill's second. Well, here comes Cooley. Kings trying to spread the floor to try to get some good looks of their own from the perimeter. Foul, I think, is going to be called against DJ Newbill. Well, the foul is going to be called on DJ Newbill. That's his second personal foul. So the problem that the BREX have done is they put Golden Kings into the penalty way too early. So Shoto Nadera again back at the free throw line. Well, you can see some fans have made the journey from Okinawa all the way here to Tojiki to watch the rematch of last season's B.LEAGUE Finals when Nadera makes them both. Now we're into 2.5 to go here in the second quarter. Gavin Edwards just draws a foul on the ground. It's only going to be the second team foul against RYUKYU Golden Kings. Double team coming over. Jarrett's got to get rid of it. Finds Ogawa in the corner. He'll fire another three. And that's better defense from the RYUKYU Golden Kings. But can they counter here with something? Nice paint entry now to Alex Kirk. Shimoto's made one deep three that time, unsuccessful. Ten on the shot clock here for the Golden Kings. A lot of contact is nearly getting that one to go off the bank. So Vic Lord will go back to the free throw line. Well, here's another look at the defense by Atsuya Ogawa. Because Vic Lord's got that height advantage. So try to get him closer to the basket. That's going to be a problem. And another missed free throw here for Vic Lord. Only the first foul against Ogawa, but not the first missed free throw for Vic Lord. Second one good. Well, BREX nearly had a big cushion here at the first quarter. They've allowed the Golden Kings to Dropping back at them again. Double team's coming. Golden Kings trying to force the post to give up possession. Yusuke Endo, 3 number 10. You bet it is. UTSUNOMIYA BREX continue to make it rain from the three-point line. It's incredible shooting stat percentage tonight. BREX 10 out of 22. And if you go back to the 2021-22 season, they set the record for most threes in a game, and that was 21 three-pointers. They're pretty much halfway to tying the record tonight. A lot of pressure coming here against RYUKYU. Gavin Edwards, a veteran. Goes slip screen action coming from Kishimoto. Now Vic Lord tries it through. A lot of contact, no foul given. And Lord felt he was impeded. A foul is going to be called away from the ball. Well, Makoto Hiyajima is going to come back in the lineup now here for UTSUNOMIYA BREX. The foul is going to be called, well, maybe it's on Shoto Nadera. But no, it's on Ryo Sadahara. Well, Jack Cooley, Captain America, back in the lineup. As well as Kosuke Takeuchi. Now they try to find DJ Newbill. Switching here with Jack Cooley, so BREX could have an advantage. Newbill. Contested pull-up three, can't get it. Good defense. They'll get a good look in the corner. Vic Lord giving up, finding Sadohara. Alex Kirk, offensive rebound. Cooley gets blocked. Sadohara tries another three. And this time, cutting it down to a three-point down. Well, great play by Jack Cooley. Identifying and finding the open Ryo Sadahara. Roughly 1 second difference between game and shot clock at the moment. Newbill had a look at three. I'm not sure what they've called a hit. Is this a traveling violation, maybe? It might be, yeah. Well, a timeout called. Kings will get one final shot before we head into the halftime break. All right, so 6.3 left here in the first half as Golden Kings trail by 3. They'll go to Vic Law. He'll be coming up for that high screen. Law's got to attack, goes in. I think the foul is going to be called, so 2 free throws are going to be awarded to the Golden Kings. I think the foul is called on Grant Jarrett. Let's have a look here. There's the reach. Oh, that's close. That looks old ball to me. But that is a second foul called against Grant Jarrett. I think Zico Coronel is going to get a technical foul, yep. So this is going to be now 3 free throws coming up to the Golden Kings. We can understand his frustration for sure. I mean, it did look like it was all ball, but at the same time, he's got to keep his composure, because now they can level things up before taking this into the halftime break. So Kishimoto is going to take the technical free throw now, I believe. Ryukyu Kishimoto just cutting it down at 2 points, so it's down to Vic Law if he's able to convert both free throws or not. But Vic Law's had his inconsistencies from the free throw line so far this evening. Well, currently only 2 out of 4 from the charity stripe. Makes them both. Rex will try to get it down with 1.2. They'll go the length of the floor, and it won't touch anything. And a rematch of last season's B.LEAGUE finals between UTSUNOMIYA BREX and the RYUKYU Golden Kings, all leveled at 44 apiece. So far, it's been an exciting game. 10 points in the paint so far for the BREX. 10 out of 23 from the three-point line. Oh, Golden Kings, only 2 out of 12 from the perimeter. They have 18 points in the paint and 18 second chance points. Jack Cooley 2 rebounds away from a double-double. We'll be back for the second half in just under 20 minutes.
ご来場のお客様にご案内いたします。まもなく場内暗転いたします。お席をお立ちの際は十分にお気をつけください。本日はレディオペリーデということでハーフタイムショーがございます。本日のハーフタイムショーはシンガーソングライターミユが登場いたします。日韓アリーナを盛り上げてまいりますので、皆さんぜひお楽しみください。
はじめまして、旅するシンガーソングライターみゆです。今日はもうとっても素敵な試合で歌わせていただけるのを光栄に思っております。皆さんで一緒に盛り上げていきましょう。よろしくお願いします。どんな道も作ってくのはいつも自分なはずよ。Don't get heartbroken anymore. ありがとうございます。今日は宇都宮ブレックス対琉球ゴールデンキングス、皆さん盛り上がってますか？もうすごく熱量がもう最高潮で接戦ですが、皆さんもっと後半応援していきましょう。それでは私も最後、応援の気持ちを込めて歌わせていただきます。聴いてください。 Over You。
みゆさん、ありがとうございました。皆さん、今一度大きな拍手をお願いいたします。
バニーは安全で品質の高い医療機器を世界中の人々に届けます。The best quality in the world to the world. バニー
男は勝利を考え続ける。その先にあるたくさんの笑顔を生み出すために、その全てを支えてきた一枚がある。相変わらず今日も暮らしを考える。吉野絶好モンドセレクション金賞売れたい君こそナンバーワン。偏見の保証付きジャパン。
中村土建は地域に愛される企業を目指す。中村土建。
もし綾と結婚してなかったらおいらはこんなに楽しく過ごせなかったと思う。これはちょっと合わないだろう。
家づくりで終わらない安心安全に暮らせる街を作り、そこでの豊かな生活をデザインする。生活総合産業だからできること。 With You というトヨタウトヨホーム。夢見る力を全ての子供たちに。宇都宮ブレックスに活躍することです。やっぱり B リーグ選手や NBA 選手がいる。株式会社ヘドラ。
悪魔のような編集長と帰ってきた元アシスタント。ブラガンを着た悪魔2。
それではここで B リーグのパートナー各社をご紹介いたします。 B リーグトップパートナーソフトバンク、 B リーグタイトルパートナーリソナグループ、 B リーグイノベーションパートナーインフロニアホールディングス、 B リーグパートナーズ日本生命、 BIS リライフ、 B リーグサポーティングカンパニーズ、オルテン、朝日新聞、日本経済新聞社、大塚製薬、野村工芸社、 EY ジャパン、エニタイムフィットネス。
Welcome back, fans. Live here in the Tochigi Prefecture for this game in the Japanese B.LEAGUE between UTSUNOMIYA BREX and the RYUKYU Golden Kings. It is indeed a rematch of last season's finals, as now we take a look at some of the key stats from the first half. And as you can see, BREX, one area they dominate in has been the three-pointers. Our Golden Kings, those 12 offensive rebounds, 25 to 13 in total, but it's been 18 points inside the paint so far for the Golden Kings. Well, the visitors right now being led by Jack Cooley with 14 points, 2 rebounds away from a double-double. Alex Kirk, the second leading scorer with 9. And while Vic Law getting to the free throw line 3 times tonight, right now at 6. Well, Gavin Edwards, 5 out of 7. Because the game in the first, I would say 11 minutes of the game, he had 5 3-pointers. But he's made 50% of all of UTSUNOMIYA BREX's 3-point field goals this evening, so we'll see how that pans out. No Isaac Fotu tonight. As you can see that both DJ Newbill, Grant Jarrett just conversating on the bench. Well, Shinji Takashima's also made 1 3-pointer. Question is, can the BREX continue to light it up from downtown, where the Golden Kings find a way to defensively disrupt that 3-point momentum? You saw there Kirk just slightly behind Jack Cooley, who is the leading rebounder, and as the head-to-head to look out for both Vic Law and DJ Newbill. Golden Kings fans just sitting right behind the bench. They want Vic Law to get at least between 20 and 30 come the end of this game. Well, players now getting ready to get some final words from their coaches as they'll soon be re-entering the floor. It's a rematch of last season's finals. Well, big shout out to Thanks MJ23. Hi from France. Is it the playoffs? No, it's the final 2 games of the season before we head into the playoffs. So, bonjour, mon ami. Personne n'est parfait, mais si vous aimez le basket français, le CSP Grand Limoges, c'est aussi proche que possible. Je ne parle pas français. So Golden Kings coming with a lineup. Matsuwaki is coming along with Richie Kishimoto, Vic Law, and the twin towers of Alex Kirk and Jack Cooley. So quite a big lineup here for the RYUKYU Golden Kings. Well, no Damian Dotson tonight. Just kind of hope that he'll be ready come playoff time for the Golden Kings. Welcome back, everybody, live here at the home of UTSUNOMIYA BREX, B.LEAGUE basketball. Nothing separating these 2 teams at the moment. Kishimoto trying to set that back screen. Made 1 3 tonight, getting a 3rd one. Only 2 in total this evening for the Golden Kings. Eagle tries to get to the bucket, bumps in the lane, but he doesn't get the and 1. And that's going to be a foul against Vic Law. It's kind of Jack Cooley gets in the way of him, but Cooley's trying to react to prevent it being a wide open 3-pointer for Gavin Edwards. Well, DJ Newbill getting a A few jeers from the traveling RYUKYU Golden Kings fans as he makes the second one. Very close between the two teams who made it to the finals last season. As many would have expected, it could have been either Chiba Jets or San Diego Phoenix. Matsuwaki hasn't made a three tonight. Still struggling. Alex Kirk coming up with his 9th rebound. One away from that double-double. Now Kishimoto goes in. There's a double-double. Well, 10 rebounds, 16 points. It was bound to happen at some points. Well, nice backdoor pass as Takashima goes in, but he misses the layup. A sublime dime coming from Gavin Edwards. Really trying to pull up from the mid-range. Unsuccessfully not giving Golden Kings the advantage. It's now Hiyajima will try to find a way in. Well, Gavin Edwards has a mismatch. Got it by his former Chiba Jets teammates. Hiyajima, time, space. Just can't get it to drop. Well, Vic Lord trying to find Kirk. And that's going to be a foul against Mikoto Hiyajima. Hiyajima had quite an animated reaction. He's quite lucky that the official didn't call it. It's a foul. That's a foul Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, any day that ends in a Y. Free throws converted by Alex Kirk. Now a 2-point lead here to the RYUKYU Golden Kings. Little pick and pop action. Grant Jarrett still haven't made a three-pointer here in the second half of the BREX. I think both sets of players getting a little too easily frustrated with how things are going. They just have to play through it at the moment. Kishimoto coming off a double screen. Jack Julian. He tries the bump. Unable to extend the lead. Good defense. And now here comes DJ Newbill. A tough pass. Hiyajima. Can he make this one? And finally gets it. And that is the 11th three-pointer for the BREX, as it gives them a 1-point lead. Kishimoto trying to find some room now with Matsuwaki. Well, Matsuwaki dribbling off his foot. And that's going to be a 24-second violation. Matsuwaki just unfortunately losing control of that one. A bit of an unfortunate set of circumstances there for the Golden Kings, but they should have done a lot better. So change back in the lineup. Atsuyo Ogawa will be the primary point guard for UTSUNOMIYA BREX. They want to find DJ Newbill. Vic Law now having to switch in with Jack Cooley down low, and that's the price they paid for the switch, as Grant Jarrett took full advantage of the mismatch. Been quite a steady pace game back and forth. As Alex Kirk goes from 15. time, Cooley unable to come up with the offensive rebound. Jared wants to go to Cooley. That's going to be a foul against Matsuwaki. It's not the worst foul to give away. It's only the second team foul against Golden Kings here in the third quarter. It's more disappointing that Cooley had good defensive positioning, so there was no need to foul. As Yusuke Endo into the lineup here for the BREX. Shota Onodera also subbing in for the Golden Kings, as well as Ryo Sadohara. Patient build-up now here from the BREX. Leading by 3. Ogawa finds ground. Jared pump fakes. He'll try another 3. It's on target, but it just won't go. Bit of a high screen set by Sadohara. Trying to build here with Vic Law. Someone's going to have to take it at some point. Sadohara for 3. An offensive rebound. Will another 3 attempt. Shota Onodera does magnificently to keep that one in bound. Kishimoto's got one thing on his mind. A good split on the defense. There's still nowhere to go. Got to shoot it. And that's going to be a 24-second violation. The BREX bench demanding a double dribble be called. But it didn't matter anyway because Golden Kings couldn't get the shot off in time. Still a lot of time to play here in the third quarter. Plenty of basketball to play. Ron Jarrett just tries to get inside the paint. A beautiful little fadeaway. Well, he has spurts where he can be on fire, but also sometimes just slightly inconsistent. But that's a great take by Grant Jarrett. Jarrett now moving up to 13 points, has 3 rebounds. BREX currently 18 out of 40 from the field. Only 1 3-pointer converted here in the third. We'll be back from this timeout in just under 1 minute. Well, here we go, fans. Under halfway to go here in the third. The Kings just trying to deal with the pressure. Down by 5. BREX have only committed 1 team foul as Kishimoto picks up his dribble. Sadohara now from 15. Finds Cooley, goes in. Oh, Cooley trying to go for the one-handed jam, but I'd say two-handed actually. Now he'll go to the charity stripe. Well, big shout out to my colleague Kazuya Nishikawa, always providing the best stats in the B-League. Jack Cooley, 5th best in the B-League this season for rebounds, averaging 9.4 rebounds per game. Already has his double-double tonight. So big arigato gozaimasu, komenasai, to my colleague and good friend Kazuya Nishikawa. There's a little take inside the lane and finishes. A simple play by the veteran, Kosuke Takeuchi. This has played for over 2 decades, representing the Japanese national team as well as the highest level of pro basketball here in Japan. Cooley goes in, another foul is going to be called. And that's going to be on Gavin Edwards now. Already, 3 fouls have been called against Grant Jarrett. So Cooley becoming quite a nuisance here for BREX's front court. And that's also a 3rd foul against him. '19 tonight for Jack Cooley. I like to call him the Thanos of the B-League, or Captain America, one of the two. A little too short on the 2nd free throw. Now we're into 4 minutes. That's going to be a foul against Shota Onodera. Well, they're trying to send that double team early because Ryo Sadahara's got no chance defending Gavin Edwards inside the paint. Lots of another turnover, new build. Sadahara, a lot of contact, goes and converts this one. Now it's only a 2-point deficit. Golden Kings finding a way back in this. Oh, new build. Finding Kosuke Takeuchi. Newbill just patiently tries to build a bit of space, and that's another turnover from DJ Newbill. I wish the Kings will try to capitalize. They can't take the lead. Well, Vic Law went in for the putback dunk. And another foul is going to be called against UTSUNOMIYA BREX. So it's not a shooting foul. So Kings won't go to the free throw line. But that one's on Kosuke Takeuchi. Alex Kirk back in the lineup for the Golden Kings. Just remember, Gavin Edwards does have 3 fouls. Kishimoto takes a hand up with Cooley. That's a problem with Kirk. And also having Cooley out there is because 3 fouls against Gavin Edwards. Doesn't want to pick up the 4th one. Still under 3 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Yajima just trying to find some separation. Takashima's got to do well to keep it in bound. A good pass, finding Gavin Edwards. Big Nag goes to work inside the paint. That's his first field goal of the 2nd half. And his first field goal that's not a 3-pointer. Trying to find Cooley is now Sadahara fire 3. And he gives RYUKYU Golden Kings a 1-point lead. Crucial big 3-pointer for the RYUKYU Golden Kings. They needed that one so badly. another kick out. Grant Jarrett. Ryukyu hesitates, goes for it, and reclaims a 2-point lead. That's only their second three of the third quarter. 12th in total tonight for the BREX. More changes coming in here for the Golden Kings. Number 18, Masahiro Waki, subbing back into the game. Here's another look. I mean, he's got so much time. He walked into that one. So Masahiro Waki now, during the foul against Shinji Takashima, he'll now go to the free throw line. Just a little hesitation, and Takashima's quite known as a very resilient defender, but that time just getting caught off guard. Because Waki was so big for them in the playoffs last season, especially in the series against San Antonio Phoenix. It saw the Golden Kings return to the, oh, whoa. Never mind, but going back to what I was saying, getting them back to the Yokohama Arena. Well, I think he sees the funny side of it. One-point lead still to the BREX. Ryukyu finding Grant Jarrett as time is winding down. Igaruga. Ryukyu's wide open. Takashima fires through. I think BREX very indecisive what to go for in that offense. Now with just over a minute to go. Big Lord. He's above the bank and he reclaims the lead for the Golden Kings. Silent yet efficient game tonight from Vic Law. Plus any bucket now, it's going to be a foul on the ground against Masahiro Waki. Not a bad foul to give away because doesn't send them to the free throw line. A potential 2-for-1 still coming up here for UTSUNOMIYA BREX. Grant Jarrett, another wide open three. And just when the Kings take a 1-point advantage, BREX respond with a bang. 13 threes for the defending champions, the 3-time B.LEAGUE champions. Two of BREX's B.LEAGUE championships they've beaten and taken on the Golden Kings. Alex Kirk, offensive rebound, and levels things up. We try to bump against. He made that aggressive. So it was quite an aggressive bump against Gavin Edwards, and that would have been Gavin Edwards' 4th foul had they committed it. Final seconds. We'll pull up inside the lane. Now give BREX a 2-point lead going into the 4th quarter. And it's Makoto Hyejima. All the game. Nothing separating these two teams apart from 2 points. Hyejima now up to 8, but still Gavin Edwards the leading scorer 17. And both DJ Newbill and Grant Jarrett also in double figures. The Golden Kings 19 points and 14 rebounds for Jack Cooley. Cooley actually 6 assists away from a potential triple-double. We'll be back in just under 2 minutes.
Let's see.
それでは最終第4クォーターのスタートです。
Fourth and final quarter coming up between the BREX and RYUKYU Golden Kings. Ron Jarrett made his last three. Not going to get this one. That goes out of bounds, but Golden Kings will retain this. It's the BREX. Earlier in the first half, the biggest lead they took was only 8 points. These Golden Kings have also only led by 3 in total. But at the end of the second and third quarter, nothing separates either of them. Only 2 points. There's no Alex Kirk on the floor as Vic Lord catches shooting. Gives them a 1-point lead and now moves into double figures. He's played in 2 B.LEAGUE finals, losing against Hiroshima Dragonflies 2 seasons ago, and then last season having his heart broken by the UTSUNOMIYA BREX. So nice to take by Hiyajima. Double team coming here from Alex Kirk. Final seconds. Jarrett's got to shoot it, surely. They'll go to Ikaruga. Oh, Gavin Edwards saves it. Well, maybe it went out of bounds. That was a three-pointer by Ikaruga. I don't know, you know. That looked like he saved it. One-point lead to the Golden Kings. Vic Lord goes in and now has 13 points, giving Golden Kings a 3-point lead. Well, now a blocking foul is going to be called against Vic Lord. They can't believe it. I don't know either. That to me looks like an offensive foul. That was a clear push by Gavin Edwards. Well, that's the argument Vic Lord's making. Trying a bit of pick and roll basketball. Hiyajima made his last three and makes a big one. His third one of the evening. Had Shota Onodera's hand in his face. Big time shot by Makoto Hiyajima. Heavy defense coming at the moment here from the BREX. Kings lead by 1. Sato Hara nearly got it. It was on target. Kirk battles for it, and it's gone back to the Golden Kings. Well, that's a unlucky play because that looks like it's going in. Alex Kirk, unbelievable hustle. Vic Lord now looking for an ISO. Gets Gets it off in time, and it won't count. It went off the bank, but just took a little bit too much time to get that one going. It does magnificently to try and get the shot off in the first place, but it's a case of you got to go a bit quick if you know time is going down. There's 2.5 played here in the fourth and final quarter. Nothing separating both the BREX and the Golden Kings. Jared off balance, another three. Time is expiring, but you had a little bit more time than that. Penetration. Time here, Jima had it covered. Zona Dara had to give that one up. Is now Vic Law. Just cannot get it. Goes out of bounds. Golden Kings will retain this. Could very well be an exciting end to this game. That quite clearly does come off of Shinji Takashima. The handoff game coming. There's a penetration by Kishimoto. Chased out by Ogawa, but Kishimoto goes in. He's again fighting for another offensive rebound. That's his backcourt. Just trying to keep up with the pace. Now Cooley goes in with 21 points. Fakes the kick out. Jack Cooley just having a very dominant performance this evening. Those BREX have had the battle this evening. Without Isaac Fotu, another three. That time doesn't put them ahead by Yusuke Endo. That is indeed 37 three-point attempt tonight from the BREX. 37 three-pointers in total. Cool, 21 points. And DJ Newbrook chase it. Vic Law now giving them their biggest lead of the game. Golden Kings, 5-point advantage. Second three tonight for Vic Law, and a timeout's going to be called by Utsunomiya BREX. Well, for sure, everybody would like to see these two in the playoffs yet again. The two teams who made it to the finals last season. Have got to find a way to score here. If they want to go for another three-pointer, you got to make sure they go for a rebound if they don't make it. 7 attempts so far from the perimeter. Right there. He's really crashing the boards for the BREX. Well, it's got 16. Goes for a tough layup. And it rolls its way in as Golden Kings extend to a 7-point lead. The tip in from Alex Kirk. Another three. I mean, just bad shot after bad shot at the moment, but it goes out of bounds. BREX will keep this on the baseline. So another timeout's coming here for Utsunomiya. Coach Zico Carr now wants to talk it over. His team down by 7. Halfway to go here in the fourth quarter. Well, here we go. 5 minutes left. Can the BREX find a way back in this? They've just been volume three-point shooting tonight here from the BREX, who started off well with a 10 in the first half, but when the three-pointers don't drop, they're 35%, but they've taken 39 three-pointers. Here's number 40. And it's a poor foul to give away. Masa Hiroaki overcommitting himself. It may not be the worst foul in the world because way to play. Consistent free throw shooter. Well, 3 free throws coming up for here, Jima. First one's good. That's what I'm saying right there. He's a great player. He's one of the greatest shooting guards in the history of Japanese basketball. He was a B.LEAGUE MVP in 2018 when he played for the Mikawa Seahorses. But he can have his inconsistencies. Third one, no good. Six-point lead still here, the Golden Kings. One kickball violation given. Next have fouls to give. Oh, it's a missed layup. Jarrett saves it, goes out of bounds as he hits it off of Jack Cooley. Oh, very quick thinking by Grant Jarrett. A bit of a high screen action coming. Jarrett comes up with it. Tries to go in the paint. A lot of contact, no foul given, incredible. You got to play right to the whistle. That's exactly what the Golden Kings have done in this game. It's now they go down to Alex Kerr. Jack Hughes tries to go strong, can't get it. Well, it's gone both ways at the moment. Yajima kicks out, finds Endo, 3, got it! And now it is a 3-point deficit. And game on here in Tochigi. As now will be the Golden Kings who call timeouts. Well, we're going to return from this timeout in just under 1 minute. Live here with 3:51 to go. A lot of time here with just under 3:50, but the Golden Kings led by as many as 7 points. 2 missed free throws out of 3 from Makoto Hiyajima. This feels like a storybook ending that's going to go right to the wire. Big Lord caught in a double team. Why, he's going to turn it over. Well, they had numbers. Jack Cooley had to commit that foul, and I think Vic Lord infuriated. Probably feels like he was fouled there. There's a double team. Both Hiyajima. Well, there was no foul there. There was the initial foul, but I don't know if Vic Lord had gone to the ground. I mean, it was a foul when they initially got tangled up. When he fell to the ground, I'm not sure where the contact came from. I'm not saying it's not a foul, but not on that part at least. Good foul by Cooley. Three-point deficit. Ron Jarrett flashes high post. Front 9 and gets it to drop. Now it's a 1-point deficit. 18 tonight for Grant Jarrett. It's a huge play. It's a 6-0 run currently here from the BREX. Osato Hara fakes it, finds Cooley. And Cooley goes in and finishes. 23 tonight with a double-double of Jack Cooley. Cooley, 23 points, 16 rebounds. He's been unbelievable. And that's going to be an unsportsmanlike foul against Makoto Hiyajima. A clumsy turnover, and then an unnecessary foul. So Sato Hara will get 2 shots. I mean, that's a turnover, and that's a clumsy foul by Hiyajima. And that's 4 fouls against Makoto Hiyajima. I think what Zico Coronel's arguing is that there was an initial foul that led to the turnover. Shoto Nadera makes the free throw. 2 out of 2 for Onodera. Now they can extend back to a 7-point lead again, or maybe 8 points if they go for a 3-pointer. Five-point lead currently here to the Kings. Vic Law pulls up from 15, and he's been simply clutch here in the fourth quarter. 18 points tonight for Vic. What a game he's had. The most important thing, he scored when it counted. Ron Jarrett trying to find separation. Offensive rebound. Gavin Edwards counted, and now he'll go to the free throw line. And a chance to cut it down to a 2-possession deficit. 19 tonight, a huge offensive rebound from Kosuke Takeuchi right here. Oh no, it's Makoto Hiyajima, excuse me. Oh, a technical foul has been called.
ただいまブレックス33番ギャビン・エドワーズ選手にテクニカルファウルが宣告されました。
I think it was called against Yusuke Endo, maybe.
テクニカルファウルのワンショットが琉球に与えられます。
Kishimoto makes it a 6-point ball game. Gavin Edwards now at the free throw line.
One shot.
The Okinawa fans who've made the long journey from Okinawa, essentially trying to put Gavin Edwards off. They remember playing against him back in the B.LEAGUE Finals of 2023. Free throw good. The BREX have fouls to give. The Golden Kings don't have fouls to give. Vic Law coming up with the high screen. Kishimoto's got to kick out, turns it over. Well, Newbill came up with it. Ron Jarrett trying to find DJ Newbill. Bit of a mismatch there. Tough shot, and somehow, someway, Ron Jarrett does the impossible. He looks completely exhausted now. The technical foul was called against Gavin Edwards. So big thank you to my colleague and good friend Kazuya Nishikawa. Wow, it's another turnover. It's incredible. A good hustle. Edwards fights for it. It's on the ground. But Golden Kings survive. Just about anything right now to hold on to possession. Because you got to think one big play coming up here with Vic Law. Kishimoto. Time is winding down. Has to put up a Hail Mary three. And I think Cooley may have beat the buzzer. Well, if he did, it's close. If he didn't, that's unlucky. The only way we'll know is if they go to the monitor and look at the replay. So it's going to be an official review.
先ほどの琉球のシュートがゴールに当たったか否かの確認を取らせていただきます。
The officials are just having one look. What a game it's been indeed. An exciting game between the two teams who made it to the finals last season. Well, there you have it.
先ほどの琉球アレックス・カーク選手のシュートはノーゴールとなります。ショットクロックバイオレーション成立となりましてブレックスボールとなります。
So big moment now coming for the BREX. BREX don't need to go for a three-pointer quite yet. Hajima penetrates. Little teardrop, but he misses. Nobody went in for an offensive rebound. BREX don't need to foul here. But a bucket right now here for the Golden Kings. Might just seal it. Might just do the job. This is Vic Law time, defended by Grant Jarrett. 5 seconds now for Law. Pulls up, contested three, doesn't get it. And now DJ Newbill's got it. Now a foul is going to be called on the ground. And this is going to send DJ Newbill to the free throw line. So DJ can make both free throws. Cut it down to a 2-point deficit. That was a three-pointer. That would have been game. Wow. There's a lock on the arm there. If you ask me in transition, I'd say that's borderline unsportsmanlike. But I don't think they're going to go that far. Unless the officials will go for a review, but there was quite clearly a lock on the arm. So the officials now are discussing, yeah, they're going to go for a review. They are going to review this. I think they should, but we'll find out what they decide.
「ただいまの琉球14番岸本選手のファウルのグレードについてビデオ判定を行ってまいります。ノーマルファウルかアンスポーツマンライクファウルかの判定をビデオ判定にて行ってまいります。判定出ますまで今しばらくお待ちください。
Wow, no upgrade, considering it was in transition. But it does mean 2 free throws coming up still for DJ Newbill. Well, Dayo Katani watching on now as he knows full well he'll be working with the Japanese national team this summer. And these are huge free throws coming up for DJ Newbill. Newbill, coach is having a typical DJ Newbill game after all. Only 10 points tonight for DJ Newbill. 7 assists, 7 rebounds, 2 steals as well. I mean, nearly triple-double numbers. The Seiji Ikaruga is going to check in the game. Well, another shout out to my colleague Kazuya Nishikawa. DJ Newbill, top 6 or top in assists this season at 6.4, even though he has 7 tonight. Of course, Newbill, 7th in scoring this season, 19 points. As he makes the first free throw, now having 11 points. And he can't make it a 1-point ball game. Nearly triple-double numbers tonight for DJ Newbill. And he cuts it down to 1. 22 seconds left. Kings have got to get it inbound, not turn it over. Remember, BREX have fouls are given. There's going to be one of them. That foul's on Seiji Ikaruga. Ikaruga applying on some full court pressure. Shota Onodera took a few reaches, I think. Onodera, I think, was lucky. Second foul against Ikaruga. Again, Kings will inbound it. There's a double team. Wow, Cooley just beating it. Wow, there's a steal. DJ comes up with it. Newbill, a lot of contact, he's fouled. And now he'll go to the free throw line. And all RYUKYU Golden Kings had to do was take care of the pressure. Don't turn it over. But DJ comes up with his third steal. Incredible game tonight from DJ Newbill. Truly remarkable. Newbill 12 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, and now 3 steals. But can DJ give them the lead? All he's got to do is make 2 free throws. And that's a third foul against Vic Law, so hopefully Vic Law is okay. Well, Sasanorio, the former Utsunomiya BREX assistant coach and then head coach for one season, he left after the 2022 season, or 23 season, excuse me. This BREX failed to make the playoffs that year after winning the B.LEAGUE championship. DJ makes the free throw. DJ makes his free throw. It will give them a 1-point lead with 9.2 seconds left. Oh, he missed it. Vic Law comes up with a rebound. Golden Kings. Oh, they turn it over. DJ, there's another foul. Incredible. Golden Kings turn it over 2 times. And in the end, fouling Utsunomiya BREX. This is truly Brexcellent. These fans, Brextatic. A little bit Brextra coming now from the BREX. That's not Brexcellent. But here's the turnover by Vic Law. 4th steal tonight for DJ Newbill. And all Gavin Edwards has got to do is make 1 free throw. So 1.7, it's the 3rd foul against Ryuchi Kishimoto. Well, Ryo Sadahara is back in the lineup here for the RYUKYU Golden Kings. Dio Katani probably can't quite believe it. His team had 2 leads of 7 points, and twice they've turned it over. But all Edwards has to do is make 1 free throw. First one good. That is Brexcellent. They've earned it. He had 5 3-pointers in the first 11 minutes of the game. What a game he's had tonight. He's been Brexcellent. Remember, BREX have 1 foul. He's going to deliberately miss it. There you have it. Simply Brexcellent from the B-League, BCL Asia, and East Asia Super League champions, Utsunomiya Brexcellent. A big-time win, a Brexcellent win. And they've done it against a team that they met in the B-League finals last season. Oh, great win tonight for Zico Coronel. It's all over. The Golden Kings battled, but it wasn't enough against the defending B-League champions. Oh, you could never think of a more nervy ending than this one. But what a finish it was. But to everybody watching live on B-League International YouTube, that was a Brexcellent game from the Utsunomiya BREX. BREX, #1 team in the Eastern Conference, heading into the playoffs with a lot of confidence. Like I said, it'll be very interesting to see how the playoffs go, because these two could very much meet each other, and I think they're so tired of playing each other. Well, they've done it indeed. Hopefully it's not the last time they've met, because they've met so many times this season in both the B-League as well as the East Asia Super League. I think it's about time they took a break from each other. Maybe not. Maybe they should just keep playing each other forever and ever. It's a great rivalry between two very good teams here in the B.LEAGUE.
それではご来場の皆様、本日の激闘を制しました我らがブレックスに大きな拍手をお願いいたします。それでは早速インタビューに移ってまいりたいと思います。まずはジーココロネルヘッドコーチ、勝利おめでとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
最終盤まで結果がわからない非常に競った展開となりましたが、試合を振り返っていかがですか。
What a Houdini act. You don't know who Houdini is?
フディーニみたいな、試合でした。はい。
ちょっと難しいですね、我々には。簡単に言うと、
簡単に言うと、もう絶対出れないところから出るような人だったんで、フディーニは、絶対に勝てるかわからない試合を最後に勝てたという、表現です。はい。
なるほど、難しい試合でしたということですかね。はい。レギュラーシーズンゲーム残すところあと一つとなりましたが、明日の試合に向かっての意気込みを一言いただければと思います。
Health, energy, habits. Those are the focus for this weekend.
本当に健康と、自分たちのエナジーと、習慣、そこを意識して、試合に挑みたいと思います。
ありがとうございました。ジーココロネルヘッドコーチのお話を伺いました。それでは選手にお話を伺ってまいりたいと思います。
Well, you like that from Zico Coronel. Bit of a Houdini act. Man said, you don't know who Houdini is? Because Harry Houdini, one of the greatest magicians of our universe. But let's listen now to Makoto Hiyajima.
ありがとうございます。
最後までヒリヒリした展開の試合となりましたが、試合を振り返っていかがですか。
やっぱり終始リバウンドのところで、苦しみましたけど、琉球とこういう戦いになることが分かってたんで、しっかり最後勝ち切れてよかったと思います。はい。
本日比江島選手は12得点の8アシストという活躍でした。ご自身のスタッツ、試合を振り返っていかがですか。
はい、アシストでも得点でも貢献できたのでよかったです。はい。
明日がレギュラーシーズン最後のゲームとなります。明日に向けての抱負をお願いいたします。
はい、本当にチャンピオンシップにつながる戦いをしていきたいと思いますので、引き続きよろしくお願いします。
ありがとうございました。本日12得点8アシストの活躍、6番比江島選手にお話を伺いました。それでは続いて34番グラント・ジェレット選手にお話を伺います。まずは勝利おめでとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
琉球の強力なインサイド陣に対して、非常にタフな試合となったと思います。試合を振り返っていかがですか。
Just like you said, physical.
本当に、一言で表すと、言われたようにフィジカルな試合でした。
そんな中、ジェレット選手は本日20得点の活躍でした。ご自身のスコア振り返っていかがですか。
That was okay. It was a tough game, tough team. Just proud of the guys for pulling out this win.
本当タフな試合の中で、自分のパフォーマンスは、そこそこだったんですけれど、勝つことができたので、非常に良かったと思います。
それでは明日がレギュラーシーズン最後のゲーム、そして1週間後にはここで CS もスタートということになります。明日に向けての抱負を一言いただければと思います。
Yeah, just preparing our bodies physically and mentally, and just using this last game as a tool for the playoffs. You know, work on some things, and we're looking forward to the next week when we play the playoffs. But just finish off tomorrow.
しっかり、明日勝ち切って、フィジカル的にもメンタル的にも、チャンピオンシップに向けて、準備して、明日の試合を、これから先のためになるように、の道具と使って、やっていきたいと思います。
ありがとうございます。本日20得点の活躍でしたグラント・ジェレット選手にお話を伺いました。では最後に本日勝ち越しのフリースローを決められました33番エドワーズ選手にお話を伺います。まずは勝利おめでとうございます。
あざっす。
まず最後のシーンから聞きたいと思います。最後のフリースローいかがでしたか？緊張しました？
I wasn't really nervous after the first one. That's the only one I was nervous for, but it definitely worked out on the second one, just missing it like that.
1個目のフリースローはすごく緊張したんですけれど、2個目は、あまり緊張しなかったんですけど、しっかり、ちゃんとミスできて、良かったと思います。
あのシーンは DJ が慌てて指示を伝えに来たみたいなシーンがありましたけど、落とせという指示だったんでしょうかね。
I mean, I think everybody in the arena knew that I was going to miss the second one, but DJ just wanted to like make himself seen.
多分会場全員が2個目を、わざとミスすると分かってたんですけれど、多分 DJ が目立ちたかったので、思いっきりミスしろって言ったんだと思います。
ギャビン選手は落とすのが分かっていたと、落とすつもりだったわけですね、最初から。
はい。
そうです、はい。
なるほど。いやでもその前の、DJ の、スティールは素晴らしかったですね。そのあたりギャビン選手にもお話を伺いたいと思います。
What did you think of DJ steal?
It was more of my steal because I hit it first and then he just got it and passed it to me. So it was more of my steal.
あれ DJ のスティールに見えたんですけれど、本当はギャビンが先にボール触ったので、ギャビンのスティールでした。
今日はギャビン・エドワーズの日ということでいいですね。はい。ちなみにエドワーズ選手、今日スリーポイント5本は個人のキャリアハイだそうです。そのスリーポイントを振り返っていかがですか？
I was just feeling it in the first half. They were just going in, so I just felt good. Just kept shooting it.
本当に、すごく今日はシュートが好調だともう自分で感じていたので、もう本当に打ち続けることしか考えていませんでした。
ありがとうございます。では最後に明日レギュラーシーズン最終戦となります明日の試合に向けての抱負をいただきたいと思います。
We really appreciate your guys' support all year. It's been a long year for sure, but we're just going to keep on fighting and prepare for the championship series.
皆さんに本当に、今シーズンずっと応援していただいて本当に感謝しています。これからも、チャンピオンシップに向けて、頑張っていくのでよろしくお願いします。
ありがとうございました。本日勝ち越しのシュートを決めました33番ギャビン・エドワーズ選手にお話を伺いました。
Well, there you heard from Gavin Edwards. Of course, a little bit of banter between him and DJ Nubo, but going back to Makoto Hiyajima's comments. Said we struggled with rebounds right from the start to the end, but we knew RYUKYU was always going to be a strong rebounding team. As for Hyojima himself, he performed well today. Tomorrow is the final game of the season. So his final message to the fans were, please keep supporting us as they head in to defend their B.LEAGUE championship. Remember, the BREX indeed could make history as they could become the first team to win 4 B.LEAGUE championships. They've already won the most in 3 championships. The only team that can get close to them are Alvak Tokyo. But the way Alvak is finishing the season, well, it's going to be interesting to see how far they'll get in the playoffs. Well, it's a great place to come to here, Tojiki, the city of Utsunomiya. They love their basketball here. There's no doubt about it. It's a great fan base of a great team. The question is, can they get the job done? Can they get to the playoffs and repeat as champions? Well, very soon we are going to take a look at the key highlights from this game, and then we'll run back the stats before we look at the rest of the fixtures for the final game of the season, which is tomorrow. This BREX, this basketball team has been here for just over 2 decades. One of the founding teams of the original B.LEAGUE, of the B.LEAGUE back in 2016-17. They were the first ever B.LEAGUE champions. Because they took down Kawasaki Brave Thunders in that first final. Well, we'll go for the game highlights. The opening 3-pointer coming from RYUKYU Kishimoto. Because it was the beginning of Gavin Edwards' 3-point barrage. 4 3-pointers in a row in the first quarter. This was a great game also for Jack Cooley. I mean, Jack Cooley is probably one of the best centers in international basketball. But here was the second one for Gavin Edwards. Well, he just shot with a confidence that was terrifying. Just good defense from Jack Cooley, denying Makoto Hyojima. It was Hyojima. This is the first 3 of the game for Grant Jarrett. Because they hit 6 3-pointers in the first quarter. They finished the first half with 10. This Grant Jarrett had a very productive game. And here was the third one for Gavin Edwards. Well, if he wasn't done there, it was the baseline play by Atsuyo Gawa. Well, Sadahara had some good looks, but it was this man here, Jack Cooley, the offensive rebounding, the putbacks. And there you have it. Gavin Edwards against his former Chiba Jets teammate in Vic Law. Because neither of them played in the new Lala Bay Tokyo Arena. They both played in the Funabashi Arena. They had a great season back in 2022-23 with John Patrick. Here was the second 3 for Grant Jarrett. Actually didn't make that one. It was rebounded by Alex Kirk. And here was the first field goal for Vic Law. Because Law had a tremendous fourth quarter. An outstanding fourth quarter for that matter. And here was DJ Newbill's first 3-pointer. That time it was Yusuke Endo. I mean, everybody was getting in on the action. That was the 9th 3-pointer for the BREX. That time Sadahara cutting it down to a 3-point deficit. The former Fighting Eagles Nagoya player. That time the missed layup, but the follow-up again by Cooley. He might be the best player in the B-League for chasing down offensive rebounds. Here was Hyojima in transition. Because this was the second up, and that time Grant Jarrett going inside the lane. Well, Jarrett was very productive, very effective for Utsunomiya BREX. Here was Sadahara. Because Cooley didn't connect with it that time. He did go to the free throw line. And there he faked the handoff, finding Alex Kirk that time. Because Cooley is such a great big, but so unorthodox. Very unique style of game. But you have to remember, played for Dinamo Sassari in Italy, where he won the FIBA Europe Cup. And that was the huge 3-pointer by Makoto Hyojima. And Vic Law with a big bucket. And it went right down to the wire between these two teams. Pretty good that time. Finding Grant Jarrett, his third three of the night. Miojima's mid-range. That time just beating the buzzer in the third. But then it became Vic Law time. Law caught fire. That time just getting right to the bucket. Well, there was the give and go again by Cooley. Cooley showing the brute strength. And then Law showing the range in the distance. It was a huge three by Yusuke Endo. That cut it down to a 4-point deficit. That kept BREX in it. But then Law, mid-range, automatic. Grant Jarrett, I mean, had to make a tough one. Nearly coming to the ground, but Sato Hado, I would say luckily pulling out one. But this was the mother of all turnovers that won the game for the BREX. And then it was the free throw from Gavin Edwards, the first one. And well, that did the job. A huge monumental win for UTSUNOMIYA BREX. Well, the standings there, 15 3-pointers this evening for the BREX, 15 out of 41. Those Golden Kings, nearly 100% more rebounds in them, 23 offensive boards to 8, 27 defensive to 18, a total of 50 rebounds against 26. That's a monumental stat for sure. Because inside the rainbow, it was inside the paint actually where Golden Kings were more dominant. If you compare the stats of points inside the key, it's an area where BREX will probably want to forget this one for sure. I think turnovers definitely affected both these two teams, but with Vic Law, those two final turnovers, I think they were more costly. One against the press and one where he tried to throw out of a double team. Very soon we'll take a look at the game's leading scorers. Just have a glance at those final stats, of course. Because I think one thing to take note of, 26 points in the paint for the BREX, 36 for the Golden Kings. But here was another one. BREX only had 7 second chance points. Well, if you look on the right, Golden Kings had 32. That is just a big difference. And you know what? BREX's three-point shooting more or less did them the job. Well, the biggest scoring run that both teams went on was a 7-0 run each. Because 7 points was the biggest lead for the Kings, while 8 points was the biggest lead for the BREX. Well, there were the leading scorers tonight. Gavin Edwards, 21. Grant Jarrett, 20. It was Jack Cooley who actually led all scorers this evening. 23 points, 17 rebounds, and 4 assists. Alex Kirk also finished with a double-double of 17 points and 10 rebounds. But those numbers from Jack Cooley. I mean, DJ Newbill was actually also even closer to a triple-double, as he had 13 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists. And he also came up with 4 big steals, 2 of them at the end that more or less won the game for the BREX. Well, Cooley, without Isaac Fotu, was actually the leading rebounder this evening for the BREX. Grant Jarrett chipping in 4. Gavin Edwards also with 3. 17 rebounds, we already mentioned, and 10 in the double-double, but Vic Law, 2 rebounds away from a double-double himself. I mean, finishing with those 18 points, he also had 2 assists, but those 4 turnovers, he had 2 of them at the end. You could argue really did cost the game, but Kota Iijima, along with DJ Newbill, led the assist category tonight with 8 apiece. Yusuke Endo also chipped in 2. Jack Cooley, as we mentioned, was 6 assists away from a triple-double this evening. Well, great game from the head-to-head matchup between both. Vic Law, who nearly had a double-double, and DJ Newbill, who came close to a triple-double here in Tochigi Prefecture. Both players will be in action tomorrow with their respective teams as we head into the B.LEAGUE playoffs. We'll take a look at some of the remaining fixtures that we'll see tomorrow. Well, there are the fixtures for this final games of the B-League. Of course, an outstanding season it's been here in season number 5, but those games, La Vega Hokkaido will be hosting Avak Tokyo. That will be exciting. Ibaraki Robots will be taking on Osaka Vesa. Well, also, Gunma Crane Thunders will take on Sendai 89ers. Well, fans, we thank you for joining us here in Tochigi Prefecture for tonight's game in the B-League. We'll see you tomorrow for more games on B-League International. But for now, it's good night, goodbye, and God bless from Tochigi.